is the amount of tax? What is the amount on the taxpayer's W-2? So the married couple has 2 children under 17. The amount that will show up on their W-2 will be their gross pay. So the gross pay is $140K. And then they contributed $8K to their 401K, so that's a deduction to their W-2. And then they also paid $6K in employee for insurance through work. So that's also minus another $6K. That gets you, 26K. And then next question is, should the taxpayer itemize or take the standard deduction, and why? Okay, so to find the taxpayer itemize, you do mortgage, home mortgage, which is 10K, plus state and local taxes, which is 8K, and then you add their charity, their contributions to charity, which is 3K. So you add that up, which is 21K, and then you find which one has the most, like which one you pay the most. So the standard deduction is 24K compared to their itemized, which is 21. So you would want to take the 24K one, the standard one, because this deducts your amount, so you'll be paying less taxes. Your taxable income is so the W-2, which is 126, and then you deduct it from your itemized or standard deduction. So we chose standard deduction, so it'll be minus 24K. And then so that gets you 102. Oh, okay, never mind. Minus 2K. Student loan. Okay, so you gotta subtract the loan interest. So if there was a taxable interest, then you would also subtract that. So you gotta minus a 2 here. So it gets you 100. Oh shit. How much federal tax will the taxpayer pay? For this, you gotta do, you bring it into here, I think. Yeah, so 0 to 20, so you add 20. So you gotta pay 100K. 20 then times the tax rate, which is 10%, so times 0.1. And then you move on to the next one, 20 to 80K, so you can only max out 60K into this. So you put 60 times 0.12, because that's the tax rate. And then now you already put in 80K, so you can only put in 20K more. And 20K times 0.22%. Holy shit, that's a huge jump. Okay, so now it's 0.2. Or no, just 2. 2, 5. Is it 5? Oh shit, 7.2. Oops. 7.2 and then 4.4. Then you add this, which is 6, 11, 13, 13.6. So that's your federal tax pay. But then since this married couple has 2 children under 17, you could deduct that. So 13.6 minus 2 times 3. 2 children, and each children is a 3K deductible thing. So now that turns into 7.6. So they have to pay 7.6K in federal tax. Oh shit. And then the average tax rate, you do... what do you do? Shit. Average tax rate. tax paid divided by W2. Okay, tax paid divided by W2. Tax paid divided by W2. So 7.6 divided by W2, which is 120. Wait, is it 120? Oh wait, 126. And that gets you 6%. I'm not sure what these mean though. I'm just doing the formula. The marginal tax rate, I have no idea. Oh, 22%. Oh, that's what it means. Okay, so your marginal tax rate is where you end off at. So this one would be 22% because you ended off having to pay, like you ended off at this part, the 22%. So your marginal tax rate is 22%. All right, and that's it. Back to another one. Oh shit, is that the only one? Oh my fucking god. Alright, well, I'll do... this one. Oh shit, what time is it? Okay, so your first question is what amount shows up on the W2? And that would be this, minus this, minus this. And then that would get you, what, 72? And then from there you do, should the taxpayer itemize or standard deduction? Standard deduction will get you, max is 10K. Okay, that's like in real life, the max is 10K for state and local taxes. So this was just a made up number. So 14 plus that, plus that. What is 22, 24? Standard deduction is 12K, so you would take the itemize. Wait, 20, what the fuck? Oh, okay, well, change it to 10, I guess. Okay, and then taxable income is, okay, your W2 minus your itemize or standard deduction, and that gets you, wait, minus, what the fuck? Plus 3 minus 2. Plus 3 minus 2, plus 3 minus 2. Oh yeah, because of your taxable interest, plus 3, and then minus your student interest. Your student loan interest doesn't get taxed, but this thing does, so that's why it's plus 3 minus 2. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, student loan, so you minus your student loan for taxable income. And then your next one is, where am I? How much tax will the taxpayer pay? So then you put into that, max out every row, and then you do multiplication and addition, and that gets you wait, what? No kids, so the answer is just no kids, so the answer for 4 is just the number. Okay, so it's just this number, like once you times and then add everything. Since he has no, or they have no kids to get that deduction thing. Okay, the average tax rate is the taxable income divided by, tax divided by W2. Tax paid divided by W2. Okay. And then your marginal income or your marginal tax rate is whatever you ended off at. Okay, ignore this part. This is probably the right answer. So it ended off at this one. Wait a minute. No, they didn't. Okay, they probably ended off at like 22%. So this is the wrong answer. I hope I'm doing this right. there's no answer key or anything. So, okay, and then one of the first two questions are going to be, what is economics? It is limited resources, infinite needs. Opportunity cost is a thing, no, what you give up for a choice. And yeah, and there might be more stuff that I'm not covering. Okay, let's go over some stuff. Okay, as bond prices will go up as the interest rate goes down. And then to find the yield of the bond, you do interest rate, interest price, I think that, oh shit, interest price divided by, you know, I'm just gonna leave that one answer. Leave that answer one blank. Jesus Christ. Tax avoidance, legal things, tax evasion is illegal. Why invest in bonds? Interest income, aka coupon rate. Respiration of principal, lower risk than stocks. Okay, so interest income, so the coupon rate every year, which you receive, and then the risk is lower risk than stocks, I guess, and they help balance. Oh, they also help balance the risk of stocks. So bond is basically a certificate thing that you buy for a fixed amount, and then on that piece of paper it will have a coupon rate. So it will have like a coupon rate of 5% of whatever you paid. So 10,000 times that 0.5%, or I mean 0.05%, and they pay that to you annually every year. So that's like what, $500 or whatever, or 50. So they pay that amount of money every year until the sheet, like the amount of years is up, like it'll be listed on the certificate, and then once that time comes up, they pay you the amount that you paid originally back to you. So you'll cash in that amount plus the annual coupon rate thing. It's provided by state and local government, I think. Some bonds. State doesn't tax federal. Federal doesn't tax state, I guess. Child tax credits 0 to 15, 6 to 16, 17 plus. Tax credit it saves you dollar per dollar, better than tax deduction. I have no idea what tax credit is. Oh, child tax credits. Let's see what these are. Tax credits versus tax deductions. Tax credits directly reduce the amount of tax you owe, giving you a dollar for dollar, and tax deductions. Tax credits are generally considered to be better than tax deductions because they directly reduce the amount of tax you owe. If you're in the 10% bracket, for example, as $1,000 deduction would reduce. What the fuck does that even mean? Tax credits directly reduce the amount. What? Deduction is over your taxable income by the percentage of your highest federal income tax bracket. So tax rates reduce the amount of tax you owe. Tax reduction reduces on how much your income is subject to tax. Aren't they the same thing? Deductions over your taxable income by the percentage of your highest. Oh, so wait, what? So credits reduce your dollar to dollar, and your deduction just reduces your taxable income. I really don't understand. How do credits affect my tax rate? Credits is a deduction is wait, tax rates is that deductions chip away at the income you'll pay taxes on. Chip away at the income. Oh, so deductions pay you less or something? And then credits reduce the amount of tax you owe. What can you claim as a tax deduction? Property taxes. What the fuck am I doing? Oh my fucking god. Okay. Sales tax. All state and local taxes. Oh my god, I swear if this is on a test, I'm fucking screwed. What the fuck do you want to do? Your equity is your net worth. Liquidity ratio? Liquid assets divided by